Yeah, I gotta admit defeat here, boys. I've tried and tried and tried. Over 3 characters in 10 days, I think 9 or 10 days, however many days it's been, to make Essence Drain good, and it is just not good. And it's not even just Essence Drain. Chaos skills that we have right now as a whole are just not good. Chaos Bolt is okay as a single target addition for like going through the campaign, but it has the damage isn't there. It has it's not spark. You don't get multiple projectiles. It's not fire. It's not fireball, fire blast, whatever. You're not getting multiple projectiles splitting off. It has no like special interactions or anything like that. It just doesn't do anything. Decomp is the only skill I haven't tried that's in the game, because I was really trying to stay away from poison and actually just play chaos, and it's just not happening. Dark Pact isn't in the game. Soul Rend isn't in the game. Wither. Even if Wither was in the game, who the hell's channeling Wither in PoE 2? Like, you can't throw it on a totem. You use Dark Effigy for Wither. You just throw it. That's what this is for. Dark Effigy's only purpose, well, okay, it serves 2 purposes. You can use it as your Wither totem, and then you can put Envenom on it for single target to try to enable a support gem for your Essence Drain, because the supports for Essence Drain are so bad. We have one real damage support for the whole skill. It's so bad. It's so bad, and like I've just given up at this point. I tried one more setup to make it work, and it's not there, man. I don't know what else to say. Like, sure, Chaos Mastery is a support. Like, Swift Affliction is the only actual support for the skill that gives like a more damage multiplier. Drain Elements, you have to apply something to get it to work. So like with the Envenom thing, yes, it'll work if you're on a single target, but are you really gonna stop and put down a totem and then put down your Essence Drain and then wait for like a large group of mobs to get poisoned for you to then reapply? You're not doing all that. Nobody's doing all that. So this is not a real support outside of single target. Minion Pact, if you're not some kind of like, I don't know, if you're not, maybe an Infernalist could pull this off. I doubt it. I tried to use Minion Pact. It is so clunky. And the minions are just like, you're not a minion build, so the minions just die so fast. And you're sitting there and you're waiting for them to respawn. And until they respawn, you don't have your multiplier. And it's just like, what are we doing? I don't even know what to say anymore. It's so bad. Like, and I'm sitting here with like 500-600% damage in tier 1 and tier 2 maps with a level 20 Essence Drain, and it's taking like 5 seconds to kill the non-rare and non-magic mobs. Every time I press Essence Drain, I'm wondering why I didn't press Hex Blast, and Hex Blast itself is not good. The only Hex Blast I could even potentially recommend to somebody is maybe Poison Hex Blast. If you want to just play a Hex Blast build, don't do it. I promise you, I've done it for 10 days. Do not do this to yourself. Don't do it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It is a 1 second cast time with a damage range of 300 to 500 to 600 at level 20. The mana cost is crazy. You can only really use this back to back if you have Blasphemy, which is neutering your curses. To even feel comfortable with Blasphemy to Hex Blast things, you need at minimum either double AoE supports on your Blasphemy, or you need an AoE support plus the 40, like the big AoE wheel for curses, and then some AoE somewhere else. Like, it's so bad. And you would think that, okay, I've done all this, I've got all that, so Hex Blast has got to be at least popping off on single target, right? It's not. It's terrible. It's terrible. It is simply terrible. Essence Drain. I've said this more than once. You could give me right now, on top of the damage, on top of the 500 to 600% damage I was already had with my Essence Drain, you could give me 100 dot multi, and it would still feel like actual trash. It is just not good. I don't know who this is for, but I don't see an Ascendancy coming in and giving us 200-300% dot multi. I just don't see it happening. Do you? Because I don't. You can't take resistances into the negative, so It's not like you're pinning them down to like negative 20, 30 chaos res. That's not a thing. Profane Ritual. This is just this isn't a skill. This is a thing to give other builds their power charges. But it has base chaos damage, but it doesn't even scale with spell damage. So you can't even scale it the same way you would scale Essence Drain and use this as like a secondary source of dot damage. It doesn't work. You could put damage over time. You could put like damage over time on your curse, but that scales off of mana. Like none of this is coherent at all. I don't understand what they're trying here. Maybe, and this is big copium, there's an ascendancy that just pulls all this together. But if it takes one singular ascendancy to make all of this work, that is a failure. Period. I have no other way to look at that. If all of this only works on one single ascendancy, it's a failure. What else is there to say? And then curses, for you to be so tied to curses, why are curses so bad? Their mana costs are astronomical. Their area of effect is abysmal. The activation frequency is terrible. You have boots that can help you mitigate that, but then you're giving up 20% move speed, which is move speed is defense in this game. Like it's just I don't get it, you guys. That's all I got. I don't know what else to say. It's bad. Don't do it. I've tried it so many times. It's just I'm out. Like and sub if you want to, I guess, bro.